Hey guys, it's March 7th and it is now unseasonably warm here in Southeast South Dakota. It's like upper 60s, I think. Snow that we had is all gone. It's hard to believe that like 2 weeks ago we had minus 20 degrees, it was frigid cold. But now it is actually pretty nice out and we're starting to get a few things moved around. We got a lot of work to do in the shop. I'm going to try to get the shop cleaned up. We got all the winter of trucks being in here, pickups being in and out of here, and dropping salt and gravel from the gravel roads. It's just a mess. We'll get this swept up a little bit, and we'll get in the back shed, the cold storage, and we'll try to see what starts. I think everything will start. We'll get some diesel moving through all the machinery, make sure the batteries are good. We haven't really been nursing any bad batteries in most of the equipment, so I think it'll be all right. I think everything will start. It's been warm for 4 or 5 days now. They should all be warmed up enough to get going. So we'll head back to the cold shop. We'll get that started, let that stuff run, and then we'll come up here and sweep this up. And I think I got parts coming for that tractor next week. We can get that thing buttoned up. I'm going to bring the RT tractor around. The filter sales going on at John Deere, so bought a whole load of filters. So we got a lot of service work to do. Get the tractors serviced up and ready to go and cleaned up, and then hopefully we'll get the planter maybe later next week because, another month or so here, it's going to be time to plant. We'll get that brought around. I got to start looking through that. I was hoping to trade planters this year, but it's just not going to happen. So we got to look through and see what parts need to be replaced, and we'll make that planter last another year. And I've been looking at getting a sprayer. Right now, we custom hire all of our spraying done, and I'm just trying to figure out ways to make the farm more efficient. And it looks like the money I would save buying my own chemicals and then spraying myself, I could maybe make a self-propelled sprayer, just a cheaper old Rogator, make that work. So we'll see. That's in the plans for the next week or so here, see if I can make that financially work. But we'll get in the back and get stuff started. Back in the cold storage area, we try to get all of our harvest stuff in the back here because that will be the last things that come out. And most of our, got the combine, grain cart, seed tender, and the planter are here. They're going to need to come out here eventually, but most of the tractors are in the back. Let's see. 8110 we ran all winter. We moved snow with that. That had let's get around here. That had this blade on it. We used that to move snow. We have a loader tractor and a 7810, but the blade actually moves snow really well. It doesn't gouge, it doesn't dig into the rocks as bad, and it kind of glides. And we use that to move snow all winter. We didn't have a lot of snow this winter. So we'll get this 8110 started and we'll probably get this blade unhooked. We don't need this right now. Get the 7810 started, get that out of the way, and then the RT, we'll get that around maybe, if I got enough time, maybe I'll rinse that off. And we'll probably start the combine too, get that going. And we got trucks to get started, see if they'll all run. They should be good. I think that's got pretty good batteries in it. Get the Freightliner going. Our international truck actually needs injectors. We're trying to figure out what to do with that. If we want to take that done or if that's a project I can tackle, I don't know. But we'll get stuff going. This Freightliner has like 1.1 some million miles, all original miles on it. And it has a Caterpillar in it. And this thing always starts. So I don't really have any fear about this thing starting. Make sure it's neutral. One down. Like I said, we use this 8110 to move snow all winter, so this thing should have no problem starting. This had winter fuel in it. Yep. That was good. The 7810 is the tractor we get mice in. I don't know why this tractor has problems with mice, but it does. So you gotta be a little careful when you sit down, knowing they run up the way. Three for three. newer John Deere's, the R series, it took the key that's been on the column for as long as I've farmed on the 8,000 tractors and moved it down here. So every time I get in this tractor, I always reach here to start it. And you'd think I would learn by now, but I still haven't. But we'll see if this one goes. Ooh, battery's a little weak in that one. Make sure the computer boots up and no major codes are going on. So it's a little loud in here. So we're 4 for 4. All the tractors started. All we got left now is the combine. We'll see if this thing starts. And there's absolutely nothing there. So either the batteries are completely dead on this, it hasn't been ran since this fall, or somebody actually remembered to hit the battery kill switch in the back, which I don't think I did, but my dad might have remembered that. Because this one does have a kill switch that disconnects the battery so that all your electronics don't pull a little trickle charge off it and kill your battery. So we'll go check that. Hopefully that's it. I see I got lights, so that switch. Hey, look at that. Started right up. So we actually remember to shut the battery kill switch off, which probably maybe saves batteries. Who knows? So the combine's up and going. We're 5 for 5. I think that's everything. The only other thing is the other truck, but that's sitting outside, so we're not gonna mess with that right now, and that has some injector issues. So we'll let all this machinery warm up. Pull that 8110 out, unhook that blade. Yep, get a few of that things done. And we're fumigating the shed right now with all the diesel exhaust, get rid of all the birds and mice and everything. So we'll get this stuff moved around. That blade until the spring. I usually do some dirt work with that blade in the spring and washouts and any ravines, smooth some stuff out. Works really good. So we'll probably use that again in the spring, but for now we're just don't need. Got that unhooked. Now we gotta move the 7810 out of the way for the RT, so I get that out. What kind of musical tractors going around here? The grain truck can be shut off. That's warmed up now. We don't need that out right now. Most of our bins are on county roads, and they here in South Dakota they post those roads during the spring thaw, which means you can only have 7 ton per axle instead of 10, and which means you can really only haul 650 bushel, 700 bushel in a truck right now, because they don't want the heavy trucks on the road while the frost is coming out, because it destroys the roads. So we usually don't haul too much here in March. Once the frost is out and the roads are firmed up, they'll pull those posts and we'll probably start hauling some grain too. But we'll shut this truck off and leave. Like I said, the 7810, we always have mice problems with this. There must be a pretty good access point for them in the cab. Like this winter, there was mice jumping all over. I had some traps set here. I actually caught a couple. But you never want to sit in a seat and have a mouse run up your leg, which is I'm always afraid of in this tractor in the first time of spring. But we will get this moved. This tractor is dirty. We bought this tractor. It's a higher hour. I think it's got like just under 8,000, and it was really faded and pretty bad shape. We bought it in not bad shape. Mechanically, it was in good shape. We fixed a few things on it. We painted this and put a loader on it. We took the duals off, and it's actually a really sharp 7810 power shift, but it kind of ends up being just a loader tractor and an auger tractor, so it kind of gets neglected. We should get this thing cleaned up. The cab's a disaster. It's dirty, but we'll get this thing maybe cleaned up this spring or summer. So I got the RT brought around from cold storage up to the front to the good shop. We will just get this floor cleaned up a little bit, sweep this up, and then I'll probably rinse that tractor off. It's kind of covered in dust. Not like in a detail or anything right now, that'll be later. But we'll just rinse it off so I don't have to, it's gonna bug the crap out of me if it's sitting in here all dirty. But we'll get that swept up and cleaned up and we'll bring that in. So I got the RT rinsed off. It's not clean by any means, but at least got the dust and dirt off from last fall when I was doing anhydrous. We got that all power washed off. We'll get it detailed this spring before we plant with it. So that is in the shop now. 8400's in the shop. Those parts are coming this week. I'll get that buttoned up maybe by this weekend. That tractor is actually good on filters and everything. That should be good to go for service work. The RT has all filters. We got a service on it. Got 2 fuel filters, 2 hydraulic filters, a steering filter. We're gonna put new air filters in it. I've had a lot of issues with this tractor when we first got it. I got it cheap, knowing that there'd probably be a few issues because I got it, it's a higher hour machine. It almost has 8,000 hours on it, which for around here is pretty high for a 2012 RT. But it's been pretty good now. I think I got all the kinks worked out of it. Got the new hydraulic pump in it and a new starter. I had a lot of electrical issues, but we got those taken care of, and it should be good to go to plant. So we'll get the service work and filters done on that, and get that cleaned up, and that should be good to go. Get the cab cleaned up. All my Deere electronics are at John Deere right now. There was a mandatory update for the globe and my 4640 screen, so I don't think they would even work if I didn't update them. So they're at Deere getting updated. They should be done by now, I think. We'll get that put back in. Get the ag leader system, that's what runs the planter. Put that back in and get that set up to go. But the shop's still cleaned up, floor's still a little wet. We got a lot of the dirt out of here. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better. And we still got enough room to get a pickup in here. My dad keeps his truck in here. And I'll get the next video will be me working on these 2 tractors, getting those done. We'll kind of take you through the steps, what that was, make a video of that. But this should do it for this video. Thanks guys for watching. It's beautiful weather out, it's a Sunday. I'll probably call it a day and maybe go enjoy the weather for a little while. It's supposed to be nice out here in Southeast South Dakota for another couple weeks, so it could be an early spring. We're a little low in moisture. We didn't get a lot of snow and we were dry last fall, so hopefully we can get some good spring rains. And I also got that tillage machine over there by the trucks. That's got a busted axle that tore, so we got some welding to do on that. That'll be an interesting project, but I'll probably do that out here in the concrete outside with the welder because that be easier than trying to bring it in. So we'll wait till the weather's good for that too. So thanks guys for watching. Appreciate it. I'll catch you in the next video.